What are the chances a text sent to the wrong number could change two lives forever? This is Stranger Than Fiction Stories. Most life-changing moments don't begin with big decisions. They begin with tiny mistakes. In this case, a single wrong number. In November of 2016, a woman named Wanda was preparing for Thanksgiving. She was doing what millions of people do every year, texting family members about dinner plans. Turkey, sides, what time everyone should arrive. She typed a short message and hit send. But the message didn't go to her grandson. It went to a complete stranger. Across town, a teenager named Jamal felt his phone buzz. The message read something like, "Thanksgiving dinner at my house. Hope you can make it." Jamal stared at his screen, confused. He didn't recognize the number, and he definitely didn't recognize the sender. So he replied, "Who is this?" Wanda responded quickly, realizing something was wrong. She sent a photo of herself and replied, "I'm your grandma." Jamal immediately understood the mistake, but instead of ignoring it, instead of saying wrong number and moving on, he did something unexpected. He replied with a photo of himself and said, "You're not my grandma." There was a pause. Then Wanda wrote back, "Oh, well, you can still come over for Thanksgiving if you want. Everyone needs a grandma." Most people would assume that was the end of it. A polite joke, a funny misunderstanding, a story you'd tell once and forget. But Jamal didn't laugh it off. He thought about it. Thanksgiving was coming. He didn't have plans, and something about the message felt genuine. So he replied, "Are you serious?" Wanda answered, "Of course." And just like that, a stranger was invited to Thanksgiving dinner. On Thanksgiving Day, Jamal showed up. He knocked on the door of a house he had never been to, belonging to people he had never met, because of a text that was never meant for him. Wanda opened the door. They smiled, and instead of awkwardness, there was warmth. Jamal sat at the table with Wanda and her family. They ate, they talked, they laughed. No cameras, no social media. No idea this moment would ever matter beyond that day. It was just a kind invitation that turned into a shared meal. Most people assume that was the end of the story. It wasn't. After that Thanksgiving, Jamal and Wanda stayed in touch. They texted, they checked in on each other. They shared birthdays, holidays. The accidental grandmother and the accidental grandson became part of each other's lives. Every year, they spent Thanksgiving together. And every year, people told them the same thing. "That's incredible. That would never happen to me. What are the odds?" But the story didn't stop there either. Years later, Wanda's health began to decline. She was diagnosed with cancer. Jamal didn't disappear. He didn't drift away. He stayed. He visited her. He supported her. He was there, not because of obligation, but because of a bond that started with a mistake. When Wanda passed away, Jamal shared a message that reached millions of people. He thanked her for choosing kindness, for opening her home, for proving that family doesn't always begin with blood. People around the world reacted emotionally to the story, because it wasn't just about a wrong number, it was about something deeper. Think about it. At any point, this story could have ended. Wanda could have ignored the reply. Jamal could have laughed and moved on. Fear could have stopped either of them. But instead, both chose openness. And that single choice turned a random accident into a multi-year relationship that changed both of their lives. What makes this story unbelievable isn't just coincidence. It's how rare kindness has become between strangers. A wrong number happens every day, but trust doesn't. Connection doesn't. Most of the time, we treat mistakes as interruptions, annoyances, things to delete. But sometimes, mistakes are invitations, an unopened door, a moment asking, "What if you said yes instead of no?" Wanda never planned to text Jamal. Jamal never planned to meet Wanda. Yet because neither of them closed the door, they created something that neither was looking for. And that's the part that feels unreal. Not that the text was sent to the wrong number, but that two strangers chose compassion and changed each other's lives forever. So the next time your phone buzzes and it's not meant for you, you never know. It might just be the beginning of a story you were never supposed to be part of, but somehow are.